going on any second. Okay, right, we're live now. So I'm joined with Rafferty Eastham today, the owner and founder of OOSH Performance. He's a local lad from Preston like myself, so it's great for me to have a chat with him. So I'm going to ask Rafferty a few questions, and I look forward to what he's saying. So welcome, Rafferty. Hope you're well, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem at all. So in terms of OOSH Performance, which I'm actually drinking now, and I'm loving it, what makes it different? So it's a hydration and a focus drink, and obviously,
yeah, that's right.
Supplements and drinks and energy drinks and hydration drinks. There has become a lot more on the market in recent years. What makes OOSH stand out, in your opinion?
So with this product specifically, so this product that I've launched recently, the Focus Hydration Electrolytes, that's hopefully going to be a small part of like a big hydration system. So different products tailored to different needs, basically. With this Focus Hydration product, so it contains both electrolytes, really well balanced, high quality electrolytes, with nootropics as well. So ingredients that help with focus, and basically helping an athlete reach like peak performance on both sides, physical and mental, which hasn't really been seen in the market before. I think most hydration products specifically, they're targeted at more of a mass audience, and a lot of them, to be honest, just don't have very good ingredients in them.
Yeah. So the product, obviously, you've mentioned athletes. Is it aimed just at athletes, or is there benefits for regular gym goers, busy professionals, students? Are you targeting specifically at athletes, or is it beneficial for a lot of different people?
Yeah. So, I mean, our sort of main target audience starting off with was just athletes, but then there's that kind of wild card side to it of busy professionals as well. I think especially from the focus side and just long work days in like busy environments. Yeah, it's just basically both sides. But yes, specifically athletes, but then again, there's that side busy professionals.
Yeah, and I think whilst targeting athletes is great, there are a lot of people out there who have stressful jobs, busy schedules, and the go-to for some of these people, I'll not go on about alcohol and drugs and that, but a lot of people are very dependent on caffeine.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Obviously pre-workouts and energy drinks, high caffeine based, and some people might use them before working out, but a lot of people, I feel, and I've seen it in industry, and that are using energy drinks and caffeine for that focus or that sudden boost. But I think you'll see with energy drinks and caffeine, people get the boost and then they get the dip. So yours is more of it's not got any caffeine in, is it? Or has it got
no caffeine?
Oh, cool. Because again, there's pros and cons for caffeine, but
exactly.
It needs to be had in moderation for sure. So in terms of OOSH, like the name, where did it come from?
So there was a lot of different names to start off with. It was kind of going through like a whiteboarding session and just writing down as many names as possible. It was actually me and my dad, and he's the one who came up with the idea originally. It was a couple of months of me and him just going back and forth with different name ideas and stuff, and then that one kind of just clicked.
Yeah, it's a good one, and it's unique, and I think it stands out.
Definitely.
So good. So in terms of what's in the sachets, what are the main ingredients that it contains?
So main ingredients are sodium, magnesium, and potassium. They're the key ingredients on the electrolyte side. And then we also have zinc and calcium as well, two other electrolytes, and rhodiola rosea and cognizine, which are the more focus ingredients. So, I mean, typically you see with most electrolyte sachets, it's sodium, magnesium, potassium. And they're kind of just the main ones, and then you'll have a lot of them contain like sweeteners and things like that. We use a stevia extract, which is a leaf basically that acts as a sweetener, a natural
Yeah,
sweetener. So ours is all natural, all naturally sweetened, naturally flavored and colouring, everything like that.
brilliant. And it does taste nice, as I can vouch for.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just drinking the summer fruits version. Is that the only flavour at the moment, or is there others on the horizon?
So that's the only flavour at the moment. I've been having a look at a few others recently, but I think for the time being, hopefully in the next few months we'll have another flavour.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, at the moment just the summer fruits.
and like I say, it does taste really nice. So yeah, stick with that one. Don't change that. So obviously, I know you're a local lad, and I know you're only 17 years of age.
Yeah, just turned
Yeah.
18 recently, actually. Yeah.
All right, 18 then. So that's quite unusual, someone at your age. And I think you started this, was you 17 or 16 when you started this?
The idea first came about when I was around 16.
Right, right. So that's young to become someone in an industry, well, any industry, but particularly supplements. What's been your toughest challenge, do you feel, Rafferty, at this stage? And again, it's early stages because
Yeah,
we still
yeah,
are 18,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
what have you found difficult, unexpected, um, within, like I say, setting up a business? Has it been harder? Has it
Um,
been easier? Has it...
I think both sides. It just depends what it is. I think the harder side of things, the things that I didn't expect were how harsh you have to be to put your brand out there. It's not always the case of putting a few TikToks out or whatever and getting a million views in, your brand goes viral straight away. I think you need to be harsh, definitely. And I think from the point of starting on my own, probably a creativity aspect. Um, that's also been one of the hardest things. I think you need to have people surrounding you to bounce ideas off and stuff like that. It's just completely impossible to do on your own. Um, I think they're definitely the hardest points. I think uh, the easier side of things, I think probably my age comes into play here, but people wanting to help you,
Yeah,
um, that's definitely been one of the main points for my success so far. It's just the amount of people that want to help, especially like yourself, people from the local area and stuff. That's definitely come into play massively.
yeah, and I think that's a good point. And I think a lot of the time, people who are entrepreneurs or business owners often like to see someone coming through and having a go because it is quite rare. Um,
Yeah,
but I get what you're saying again about social media and about standing out and launching. It was a lot easier years ago. And I mean, I've been online for many, many years doing various different marketing, not just for Jim Wolf, but before that, I had a challenge website called Conqueror. And it did used to be if you post something on Instagram, you're getting lots of eyes just because there wasn't as many people posting on it. But now with AI and with, I mean, it seems like everyone is sort of stand out becomes more and more difficult. But from what I've seen of you and how you're doing it, I really like the way you're doing it. So yeah, keep up that. Um, in terms of where you see yourself or where you see OOSH in the next 3 to 5 years, what's the big goal? Is it a
um,
local thing or do you want this to go national, global?
I think over the next, I mean, I'd like to see this is probably like a 5 to 10 year project. Um, Global is the main goal with this. I think at the moment, keeping things quite niche and keeping them local and expanding from there is definitely something that's going to help me a lot. Um, and eventually, I'd like to move on to wholesale and get into some of the big supermarkets, things like that. But yeah, main goal for the next few years is definitely global.
Yeah, which, and again, I think what you're saying about keeping it quite niched and that at the moment is the right thing. Get that right, just start building that, and then suddenly you get
Yeah,
that
yeah,
jump, won't you? It only takes, you mean, one person, one supermarket, one shop to say, right, yeah, we're going to give you a go, and it can be an
yeah,
absolute game
exactly. Yeah.
changer. So yeah, I think you're doing absolutely the right things on this. What really inspired you or gave you the idea to get into this? Because again, I know I've said about your age before, it's not something that usually 16-year-olds think about. So what was your spark or your drive or what in terms of thinking, right, yes, I'm going to start a business? And I know you work very hard on it, and I know you've got, I don't know if you still have, but you've had a job on the side as well to keep
Yeah, yeah,
money coming in at the beginning, which is important. So
yeah,
what was
definitely.
your what was the spark for to think, yeah, I'm going to have a business and I'm going to get into supplements and form a company that's hopefully going to go global?
So this wasn't exactly the first business that I've started before. When I was, say, around 15 or 16, just before I started this, I was running social media pages online. So like like all these like motivational pages and stuff where it's like
Yeah,
clips, movie clips, stuff like that. So I was doing that for a while. Um, I think there was a few different things that I've tried in the past before this. Um, and I just got bored of them. I think there wasn't really any passion there. And obviously that's the main drive uh, when you do start a business. And I think from mentors that I've spoken to in the past, they're like, if you want to start a business, it's something that you have to be really passionate about. And that's kind of where this came along. I've been into sports my entire life. So I've always trained. I've competed in like so many different sports. And I think this is really where my passion is. And when I kind of looked into sports and where I could kind of implement a business, I think obviously there's a lot of sports supplement brands going around at the moment, but I think a lot of them they don't really have the right focuses set in place. I think price points and products and who they're trying to help. I think a lot of them are more mass market, I'd say. I'm trying to lean into more the scientific side and high level athletes and stuff like that. I don't think there's a lot of that going around. So there really, yeah.
yeah, and I know you've done a lot of research into this, haven't you? You've not
Yeah,
just
yeah,
literally
yeah, a
thought,
lot.
right, I'll get something on the market, get it tried. You've spent a long time and you've looked
Yeah,
into it and
definitely.
got reports done, and I think you've done it the right way, which is great to see. Um, Again, a question about coming back to your age. If you and I say this sort of from the personal point of view as well, I've got two sons and a daughter, but my 14-year-old son, he's got that entrepreneurial flair and he's just turned 14. What advice would you give to a young person of say 14, 15, 16 who's thinking, I'm gonna potentially start a business or I mean has got that entrepreneurial flair in them? Would you encourage it? Would you give them any? Would you say it's not as easy as you think, or what? Have you any words of wisdom at your young age still?
I think it's not about just wanting to start a business. I think you need to figure out what you're passionate about first. Um, and yeah, it's not just about just going and starting a business. I think it's yeah, finding something that you're really passionate about, and just kind of going from there. If you have an idea to start a business in something that you're passionate about, just go for it. At the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? You only live once, so you may as well just give it a go.
Good words, and I like that you mentioned about the passion, because there are a lot of people out there, entrepreneurs and business people, who jump from one thing to the next, and sometimes they make a lot of money, but the focus is on that quick hit rather than building something. And like I say,
Yeah,
what
for
I've
sure.
seen of you, Rafferty, looks like you've got that goal for OOSH and you're doing it from, yes, obviously you want to grow a business, make money, but also you've got that passion of this is going to be a product that helps people, especially athletes, and really does the business. It's not just a flash in the pan of, and get something out quickly, make some money and move on to the next thing. So that's really good to hear. And I think that's the important part. So in terms of OOSH, how do people get hold of it? Where can they buy it from? And let's put it out there so people can go and give it a try.
Yeah, so our main website is ooshperformance.com.
Yeah.
That's the main place we're selling at the moment. We've also just become available on TikTok Shop. And you can find us at OOSH Performance. And hopefully Amazon soon.
Brilliant. So lots of places to go, but the first port of call will be the ooshperformance.com website.
Yeah.
And in terms of this supplement, I know you've said aimed at athletes. Is there an age limit on this?
No, there's no age limit on the product. Yeah.
So kids 14, 15, if they're training, they can be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Brilliant. I expect my sons will be trying it now then. Right, Rafferty. I think that's my questions asked. So it's been really good to speak to you.
Yeah.
And I think, like I say, I'm a big fan of what you're doing. I'm just trying the product and it's fantastic. So, it's great to speak to you. And I look forward to following your journey as you go global.
Great. Yeah. Thanks very much for this, Ian.
No problem at all.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right, mate. I've ended the recording now. Or have I? No, I haven't.